To do a bunch of running around as tonight, we're celebrating Christmas Eve, and then tomorrow we'll be busy with Christmas Day. So it's going to be a little tough, but they figured jump on for about half hour or so. Who's this? Say, Paul. Good morning, Paul Getter. Hey, good morning. Merry Christmas to everybody who's over here. I just thought I'd join on and just say Merry Christmas to everybody, and to talk about how 2024 has been an interesting year. Many different things. I got to meet Paul Getter in person, which was awesome. I started a whole new life direction into the digital market and learning so much from my mentor, John Francis, which has been a great mentor, and the wonderful community that I became part of, which is amazing, the MOP community. Learning so much. Yes, you know what? It started off in a real negative way the first quarter by me losing my job with the company after so many years. But like the old saying is, when one door closes, many doors open with opportunities. So focusing on that, that's what has happened. Is that I'm so grateful for how 2024 actually is ending with such a positive, strong ending with great things to come. And 2025 is going to be even better, because you know what? You never have a carbon copy each year of the previous year. It's always going to be better, just like you make every day a better day than the day before. And that's what my aim is. And you know what? There's so much to learn. I love to mentor people, help people, and all those people that I've helped out, that reached out for help, whether it's for content creation or just getting their business started up. You know what? I enjoy working with you and looking forward to continuously working with you going forward, and to build a business, because that's what it's all about. Looking about helping people to succeed and live the dream that they've always dreamed of, and enjoy all the things that they're passionate about, and the beauty of spending time with family. And you know what? I put these colors flying around because life could be very colorful, and that's what it's all about. That's the beauty. It doesn't have to be a dark a world that you live in. It could be a very brightful and colorful world, and if that's how you make it. It's a choice you have. Nobody can make that choice for you except you. So looking at the positive side, just getting up every day and just thinking positive, and looking forward to the great things in life. And starting an online business was an amazing thing, because you know what? This year I was able to do so many different things, which I normally wouldn't have been able to, being in the corporate world. Yes, I was angry, I was frustrated, I was really upset when I lost my position. But at the same time, it has opened my eyes that saying, you know what? There's more to life than just being, handcuffed to a desk and going to a grinding stone and working under somebody else's direction, under somebody else's rules, not being able to take time for yourself to do things you want to do with family because it's somebody else's choice. No, now it's my choice to do the things that I want. And that's the thing that I had when I was let go. This is what I said to myself, is I asked myself this question: what's next? What's next? What am I going to do next? And this is what I'm going to do next is I'm going to have more time with family and still making a substantial income and enjoy life. And that's what it's all about, right? Yeah, absolutely, Lens. This is what it is. We have the choice to live the life that we want, not somebody else telling us what to do. Yes, it's going to be very quiet. You know why it's going to be very quiet? Because people are going to be spending time with their family. That's what we're going to be doing tonight as well, just like everybody else around the world. And my heart goes for those that don't have a family to go to spend time with, and laughter, and reminisce on the old times and things that or even have fun games, joke around, or just even simply sitting around a fireplace, or listening to some music, watching TV, and just enjoying life. And that's what my heart goes to people like that don't have that opportunity, like we all do. We are all been blessed, and you got to be grateful for what you have, because at the same time there's so many people out there that don't have that, right? And that's the sad part of it. Everybody should have the opportunity to enjoy life and to be with family and friends, right? And of course, what's going to happen tonight? There'd be a lot of food and drinking and enjoying and dancing and laughter and this and that. And so will tomorrow. Tomorrow, some people celebrated Christmas Eve, some people celebrate Christmas Day. And then there's also the third one, which is they celebrate both. And we do the same thing. We celebrate Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Because you know what? That's what it's all about, right? And, you know, and this year actually is going to be even bigger because I didn't realize that Hanukkah and Christmas fall on the same day. So there's going to be celebration all over the place. Everybody's going to be really busy and tied up with family to enjoy life. And, you know, I'm really looking forward. Hey, Donna, good morning or good afternoon or good day. I mean, I'm not sure what time of the day it is. It might, where I'm at, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But depending on the time zones, it could be morning, it could be late afternoon. And I believe New Zealand and Australia, they're already on Christmas Day because they're on the next day already. So, in my, you know, my friends across the water, the pond, if we say across the pond, are already, you know, it's what, 8 o'clock at night already, Christmas Eve, right? To celebrating with family. So, you know, this is, I'm just looking so forward to 2025 because it's going to be so much fun. There's so much coming out, so many different programs and projects. Like what MOP has in plan for 2025 is going to be out of this world. And you know what? You don't want to miss out on it. Believe me. It's incredible. Look, you know what? If you're not following me already, if you're new here, follow, like, and share. My handle is Frankly Speaking Online. You could see all the great things and see what I'm all about. And really, what I'm here for is one of the things that drew me to do this is because I enjoy helping people. You know, in my corporate world of 30 years, I've actually enjoyed helping people, developing people to grow, to become managers, directors, or even succeeding in their forte, their skill set, instead of working in a department that had nothing to do with what their skills were. So that's my journey. My goal is to helping people, and but so looking forward to it. I would love to know what everybody's plans are for today, tomorrow, the rest of the year, and how prepared are you to and excited for what's to come into 2025. I see Donna saying that she's so excited, right? So excited. Yes, it's going to be so powerful. I can't even begin to just with what words I'm going to say, with what's really coming in, and it's going to be mind-blowing. I would love to know where everybody's from. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and like to hear a little bit that what do you think of 2024, and what's your plan to make 2025 even better than 2024? Sorry, I just got to drink some water. I'm looking to expanding into writing, and also in the process of opening my first online apps. That's awesome, Linz. You know what? You can create, and with MOP, I'm not sure if you're already in MOP, but in the program it teaches you how to create an ebook, right? And then you can turn around and sell it. That is the beauty about this program, Master Online Profits program. And not only gives you the 6 strategies to elevate your business and grow your business, but it also teaches you how to create your own ebook, you can become a consultant, and it's incredible how you can do that. You can build your store because your store should have a variety. Look at the colors that I have, a variety of colors. It's not just one color. Your store should have a variety. You ever go into a store, it's not just one item, there's many items, right? You want to give people options, to have different things, right? Oh, that's good. That's fantastic. And you know what? That's awesome. You want to give it away for free, but then at the same time, you're giving them an avenue to experience your journey, right? We all have the different experience in our journeys to become successful online. We all have a different story to tell. Where have we been? What made you decide to do what you're doing? And how did you overcome your obstacles, your hurdles and all that to become successful? That is fantastic, Lindsay. I'm looking forward to actually getting a copy from you and reading it. I would love to hear that because you know what? Everybody's journey is special, right? That's awesome. 2025. I'm gonna get out of my way and helping thousands online. That's fantastic. You know what? Because we are our own obstacle, believe it or not. It's our brain getting in front of our heart, right? Yes. You know what? This is what there's this time of the year. Everybody's thinking about the one thing that they want to do is to thinking about change. You're 1 week away, 1 week away from midnight of December 31st to making that New Year's resolution where you're going to make change. And mindset, absolutely. Mindset is really powerful, right? It's how you set your mindset. Hey, Doris, good morning, good afternoon. It's really, really powerful because if your mindset is constantly negative, guess what? It's a trickling effect. Everything's negative. If your mindset is positive, and even if something negative happens, look at the positive side of it, right? There's always a positive side to every negative, right? And that's what makes a difference, right? And it's really important because yes, a lot of people, this time of year are thinking about, I want to change. I want to do something different. You know what? 2025, damn it, it's going to be different. But I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. And that's where everybody struggles. Well, reading something like that of how you went through those struggles to become successful and how your journey is taken, that's going to help many, many people. No, you know what? Everybody's mind is very powerful, and the mind is powerful, and you can manifest success if you believe it. Yeah, that's all there really is. Look, if you get up every morning and you start thinking negativity, guess what your whole day is going to be like? It's going to be negative. You're going to probably go to get a coffee and you may spill it on yourself. Now all of a sudden you're trying to walk into a building and you trip on something. You go to your desk and you drop whatever you're carrying, and so on and so on. It's just going to be a trickling effect. But if you start off your day with a positive mindset that today's going to be an amazing day, I'm going to do so much, I'm going to have a fantastic day, and that's the mindset that you have, guess what? Your whole day is going to be like that, right? And people always, the ones that you see that are miserable and upset are the ones that are focusing on, hey Clinton, that are focusing on the negative part of it, not the positive. They're focusing on the negativity, right? And they're talking about it because somebody the other day was saying, well, the algorithm is stupid, right? It's not stupid. The algorithm is the same thing as positive energy, the universe. If you focus, whatever you focus on, that's what it's going to give you more of. And what I mean focus on is not just a matter of the mental part where you're thinking about it, but it's the part where you're talking about it. So when you go to work, so you want to know what happened to me this morning. Oh my goodness. I go outside to go to my car and I forgot my keys inside. I went inside to get the keys. I couldn't find them. Now I'm looking for my keys. Now I came out. I went to get a coffee. When the lady handed me the coffee through the wicket, as I put it in, I spilled it on myself. Oh my God. You're talking about all the negative things that happened to you, opposed to talking about it this morning. Oh, you know what? I had a great drive coming into work this morning. It was awesome. Hey guys, how's it going? Today's going to be an amazing day. You see how the difference in the direction is, and that's how your day is going to continue on that journey of being of everything that's coming to you being very positive instead of being negative, right? And anything you do, even if you create a video, and you post it on TikTok, you might turn around and say, you know what, I created a video, I posted it, but it's probably not going to do well. It's probably going to do lousy. Guess what? Your wish is my command. And that's what's going to happen. That video, people are not going to like it. People are not going to view it. Nobody's commenting on it. Opposed to, oh man, I created this video. I feel so good about it. It's going to be awesome. And I posted it. I think people are going to love this. Well, guess what? You're going to get, but you have to truly feel it. It can't just be words, right? This is what people don't understand. Just because you say the words. You have to truly feel it and believe in your thoughts. Because if you just say it as words, that's all it is. Nothing will manifest from that, right? But if you truly feel, how many times have you done something and you say, you know what, I've got a great feeling about this, and it actually, yes, I was right, it was going to come out good. Why? Because you not only talked about it and thought about it, you talked about it, you felt it. That's what the true meaning of positive thinking is, right? Hey, good day. I'm just going to say good day, everybody, because I'm not sure I'm pretty well in the middle of the day right now. It's just shortly after 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. I'm not a shy person at all, but I've been struggling being social media. You know what? If you ever want to break that ice on it, you can just request and join to one of my lives. I can bring you right up and we can share and I can help you. I've helped many people. That's what I enjoy doing. Help you break the ice to be comfortable to speak, in front of in social media. I don't, I look beyond that. I don't look at it as, oh my goodness, who's watching, who's listening, who's that, because it's, I see the names of people that are watching, but I also see the names of the people that are kind of Googling through the window, because there's a way of figuring out who's watching and not really coming in. So it doesn't really matter. You just got to be yourself, be authentic, be honest, tell your story, and be just as if you're talking to, your circle of friends. That's all it is. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for all the hearts and likes that you guys are giving me. I really, truly appreciate it. So just be you and talk about your story, your journey. Remember, your story, your journey is going to be different than anybody else. And people will love to hear about it, right? I mean, yeah, I'm not talking about going really deep into some real deep personal stuff, because then that's it would be like an invasion of your own personal stuff. But to talk about your journey or your struggles, been working in the corporate world myself, been doing 60-hour days, 60-hour weeks, 16-hour days, being on call 24/7, constantly, taking vacation wasn't truly vacation, because they always called me. They said, it's weird, you should be available. Yeah, you're away, but if we need you, right? That's talking about your journey, your struggles, missing out on, your kids' special events or whatnot, right? Let me see here. A whole cooking. Yeah, like I did a live last week. I was baking. I don't know if many of you have watched. I did a live where I was baking, right? And I'm thinking I'm going to probably do a few more of those, where once a week, one of my lives will be about me preparing a meal. I'll just set up the camera and talk about it, things, and it could be about anything. Yes, absolutely. You could be sewing. You could be doing, you could be cooking, or you could be, I don't know, maybe you're painting the wall of your room because you're changing the color of the walls. You could be painting and just hook up the camera and start talking a little bit. It doesn't have to be a full hour, 2 hours, even 30 minutes, right? Yeah, you know what, guys, believe it or not, I said this and a few people don't believe me, but until I was into my 20s, I was an introvert. I couldn't stand in front of a crowd to do a speech or anything like that. I was an introvert, and I broke away from that. One day I just kind of woke up, and you know what? It didn't bother me anymore. So now, whether there's 2 people or 1 million people standing in front of me, I don't have a problem going on a microphone on a stage and talking to people, about anything, right? Because I don't really focus on who's watching me, because look, whether you do good or you do bad, there will always be criticism, no matter what. So don't focus on that. If you go on social media and you're doing a live, yeah, you're going to get probably some good comments and then some silly comments. Don't focus on that. You can't control that. You could be textbook, in regards to how you do live. You could be immaculate and better than anybody ever in history. You will always get some sort of criticism. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you, Donna. I really appreciate that. Right? So don't ever focus on that. If you focus on that, that's focusing on the negativity. But focus on the positives, on how you'll be changing people's lives, making a difference, Because there's many people out there that are struggling right now, looking for, hey, you know what? I bought a digital program a few months ago, and I can't seem to make one sale. I can't seem to be doing anything. It's not working out, right? That's the ones you want to focus on. You want to be able to help, and that's what my focus is, to help, because everybody deserves to succeed. Nobody deserves to fail, no matter what, right? And so my goal is if you are struggling, if you are having a hard time, you bought into a program and you can't figure it out, you can't find out who the person that brought you in, now they're ghosting you, you're trying to figure out where they are, you're reaching out, they're not. Don't worry about it. Don't focus on that. Reach out to me. This is what I'm here. I'm helping you out. I've helped many people say, and because I've gone through it. I've gone through all that. When I started in social media back in May, I had no clue about digital products. I never had a TikTok account. I started from scratch on everything, and I've learned all that. And you know what? At first I was nervous, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm doing it, but I don't know if I'm going to be good at it. But I stopped thinking that way, and I thought, you know what? I got all kinds of experience I've opened my own brick and mortar businesses. I've had many of those. I've worked in the corporate world. I've done so much in regards to that I stopped and thought, I go, wait a minute, I have a lot of experience that I can use those skills to help others. And that's what the beauty is. Don't be blocked or by the thought of, oh, I can't do this, because you're thinking about it. Guess what? You are going to be falling into that trap of, I can't figure out, I don't know how to do this, and all that. So don't let that be. If you're truly focused on making 2025 be the year where you are now going to be succeeding in doing things. Look, I'm looking at 2024 is a year where I started off in a bad way, where I lost my job and had to start over again. So I spent the majority of the year, where 3/4 of the year, it almost exactly, starting to build my life again from ground zero, just building it all up, fixing it all up, boom, boom. Now, you know what? So 2024 was about rebuilding my life. 2025 is about enjoying what I've built, and appreciating what I've built, and living what I've built, and helping others to do the same. That's what 2025. You've built the store, you've built the wall, you built the house, you built whatever it is. Now enjoy it, right? That's what it's all about, right? Think of a puzzle. You open the box, you scramble on the table, you put it all together, and now you frame it and you hang it on the wall. And appreciate. That's what 2025 is like. You put that puzzle together. Now you sit there and you enjoy that beauty of the scenery, or whatever it is that you put together. Or you're a painter, an artist. You've painted a nice, beautiful oil painting, or whatever the case may be. Or you crocheted something. You hang it on the wall. And now you enjoy it. That's what 2025 is all about. Enjoying what you built and you put together, right? Right? Isn't that amazing? You started from scratch, right? And now you've worked so hard to build it. Now enjoy it. Don't let all that hard work go to waste, right? Yeah, it takes a long time. It's amazing where people want to go start an online business, and they're looking at and saying, you know what? I want it now. I want my success to happen now. But yet, when people open up a brick and mortar business, whether it's a variety store or a coffee shop or whatever, it takes 2 to 3 years to make your first profit. So you can't expect, to be the online business to be faster. It could be faster, or it could be slower. It all depends on what you put into it. Remember, is like Einstein said, for every action, there's an equal reaction, right? Oh, Sorry to hear that, but it's very hard. See, that's very hard. You know, now your significant other is passed, and now you got to. That's devastating. You got to start, like, you got to sit back and say, oh, what do I do now? Where do I go? How do I start? What decisions do I make? You know, I had somebody to talk it over with, but now I got to make these decisions on my own, right? This is why what I like about this community is that you're never alone. It's such an amazing community that you're never alone, right? Yeah, that's true. About the right. It. Sorry, I'm just reading all the comments here from Donna, but it's true. It's really difficult to everybody has something, devastating, something massive, huge that happens in their life, and then the next day they wake up and what do I do? Okay, where do I go? How do I fix this? How do I start? Who do I talk to? Who do I trust? And so forth. Because you're in the most vulnerable point in your life where now, sometimes if you're not careful, there's a lot of people out there that would feed onto that, and because of your vulnerability, right? And that's where you really got to be careful. So that's where I was really careful. I was treading on water and thin ice, if you will. And I procrastinated for a month before I actually jumped on. I actually bought into the Legacy Builders program in April, but I didn't start doing any training until May, because even though I bought into it, I needed to do my research and figure it all out. Yes, you're never alone. And that's the beauty about this community. The MOP community, the Master Online Profits Program community, is so powerful because it's beyond just a program that teaches you how to elevate your business and turn content into profit. It's about where people gather together and help each other out, and talk about things. I've come so close to so many people that I've never met in my whole entire life. And now we're like together as if we've known each other for the entire life. Look, 6-7 weeks ago, we had a Speakerpreneur event in Toronto where Paul Getter came. And all of us from MOP, from different parts of Canada, US, got together for one day. And people at the hotel were saying, wow, is this a family gathering? No, we'd never met each other until today, besides online. And people at the hotel couldn't believe it. They said, no, this can't be. You guys are acting like as if you... That's the closeness. There's no competition amongst us. It's more of helping and supporting each other. When somebody's feeling down, there's somebody there to pick you up. Yeah, you know what? And that it's so powerful. And that's the beauty about what I enjoy here. I'm meeting such great people like yourselves, right? Isn't this amazing? And you know what, guys? I'm just looking so forward to 2025 and continuing to grow our community and our friendship and learning so much from each other, because we all have, a special gift to give in many different ways. We all have something to share with everybody, right? I can't even imagine what would have happened if came March, when I was let go from that company and I didn't come across, this world. Well, I don't know what I would be doing. I honestly, truly don't know, because when I was let go, I was sitting in the parking lot at 6:30 in the morning, and all I kept asking and saying to myself, what's next? And I think saying it to myself was really asking the universe, what do I do now? What's next? I gotta keep maintaining a roof over my family's head. I gotta bring food to the table. How do I do this? What's next? And the universe basically showed me. I just needed to open my eyes and see everything. And I'm glad I did, because sometimes, things are put before you and you're blind to it, right? You don't see it. Hey, Laura, good day. Merry Christmas. So the universe is putting all these things in front of you, and because it's responding to your request. But if you're blind to it because you're so focused on the negativity in your past, you're missing out on all that, right? You know, I don't know if many people know, but prayer is really powerful. You know, you pray to God, you know, you ask for something. You know, people say, oh, yeah, I wish I had a lot of money. I wish I had a bigger home. I wish I could take a vacation and all that. God will not give it to you. The universe is not going to give it to you. How he's going to respond, or how the universe is going to respond to you, is by giving you the opportunity to receive that, the opportunity to make money, the opportunity to take a vacation, the opportunity, you know, if you say, you know what, you want to meet that special person because you don't want to be alone, and so forth, will give you the opportunity in front of you. You just have to have your eyes wide open to recognize it and accept it. But the moment you don't keep your eyes open and you keep your eyes closed, and because you've got all this negativity in front of you that you say that's not possible, that's not this, you're going to miss out on so much. There is so much that the world gives you. You know that there's more than enough for every person, all 8 billion people in the world to have. There's more than enough. That's right. You know. Oh, happy holidays, Bree. Thank you so much for joining here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the hearts and the likes and the roses, everybody, and the gifts. But, you know, I'm thanking you for all the gifts. But you know what the gift is? The real true gift. The real gift is you. That's the real gift. The gift is you, being friends with you, the community that we're building, and the legacy you're about to build, to leave behind. The many people that you're going to be able to help, that is the gift. And people just need to recognize it. You need to actually truly open your eyes. And if anybody's going to do anything at all for 2025, at midnight, the strike of midnight, December 31st, in exactly, 7 days. Thank you. Really appreciate the heart. Is instead of making a New Year's resolution saying, here, I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to lose weight, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that anymore. No, make a promise to yourself that 2025 is going to be much better. I am going to do things, I'm going to help people, I'm going to help myself, I'm going to be a positive person. I am not going to let the little things to become big things, right? Because, you know, that's what the problem is. People focus on the little micro things and make them into mountains, when really that's all they are. And you're burning off more energy and more stress. People get, you know, heart attacks and strokes because of stress. And what is stress? Stress is negativity. Stress is focusing on all the negatives. But if you keep focusing on all the positives, you'll never feel tired. You never feel emotionally tired, physically tired. You'll always have more than enough to give everybody, right? Right. So, oh, thank you so much. Wishing you the same. All my friends in South Africa. I have so many friends there as well. And you know what, guys? That's what my goal is for 2025, is positivity, and looking forward to helping more and more people, changing their lives, you know. And whether it's going to be through my podcast that I'm going to start, or whether it's I'm going to, you know, I got a couple of ebooks that I want to create. I've got a bunch of things that I want to do, and it's all geared to helping others to succeed, helping others to be able to enjoy life and do the things that they've always dreamed of, and not being stuck in a rut where focusing on the negativity, right? Just, you know, if anything you guys gonna do for me is one promise, that you will at least try for the start of the year to always just focus on the positives, no matter what. You wake up in the morning and you think about, you know, today is going to be an amazing day. Today I'm going to accomplish this. And then at the end of the day, before you go to sleep, as you're laying there, before you fall asleep, you turn around and be grateful for the amazing day you had, and think about even, what could have I done different to make tomorrow even better than today? And you believe me, when you wake up the next day, your mind, the universe has already paved the road for you, because you asked, how am I going to make tomorrow better than what I've done today, even though today was an amazing day. When you wake up tomorrow, everything is going to be, you're going to feel so like, wow, what an amazing day. And all I did is I just been up for a half hour and it's already a great day. That's how life should be, right? And it should never be a struggle. Nobody deserves to be a struggle. We were never put on this planet, whatever your beliefs are, religiously or whatever, we were never put on this planet to suffer, to work to our bare bones and make somebody else's life better. We were here to enjoy life and appreciate everything we have, and just sit back and look at the beautiful world we have. That's right. There's Laura St. John. Is an amazing person that if anybody hasn't listened to her videos or lives, she's got this thing with flip it. The moment you're thinking of that, flip it right away, because you can't let it manifest inside of you. Negative thoughts, the moment they manifest, it's like a weed. It grows roots into you, and your whole day goes that way, right? So just think of always the positives. I always had people at work always just say, Frank, you every day you come into work, no matter what, you always seem to be happy-go-lucky, saying high-fiving everybody, saying good morning, everybody, how's it going? What's going on? What's up? How are we gonna do today, right? And that was because that's who I am, right? Never brought baggage to work. If there was anything, I let it go. And then if I want to pick it up on the way out of the work, going home, that's up to me, or just let it rot out there, right? Just focusing on the positives, right? I got to drink some water. My mouth is getting dry. I'd love to hear what everybody else saw. I'm squinting because one of my contact lenses is bothering me. I'd love to hear what are your thoughts of what I've just talked about? Everybody, like, what do you think? Any questions? Right? That's right. That is absolutely right, Donna. It's such a great feeling when you help somebody and you uplift them. It's incredible. That's right. I heard this saying many times over, if you have nothing good to say, don't say it. And, I find sometimes people just say things because they feel they have to say something. You shouldn't have to. And you shouldn't even have to think about it, even though the saying is, if you have nothing good to say, then don't say anything at all. But don't even think about it. Don't even feel about it, because the words may not come out of your mouth, but as long as you think about it and you're feeling, it's just as bad as if you actually say it. So stay away from negativity. Be very positive, right? And learn to live life. Hey, Paul, thanks again for coming in here. I hope this is the real Paul Getter. I've seen him here a few times here. Hello, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. But it's incredible that how, I was in such a negative point back in March when I was let go. Like I said, I was sitting in the parking lot, and if it wasn't for me, I just didn't really yell out loud, because people would have probably heard it, because people were coming to work and so forth, but loud inside my own head saying, what now? What next? What do I need to do next? And all of a sudden, I started to see clear, where I was just started thinking about the positive side, saying, you know what? I have just been given an opportunity to start over again and do things right this time, to do things differently, to live my life, to design my own thing and not having to ask for permission, and never have regrets. Never have regrets, never burn bridges, never have regrets, because anything you do in life has been a journey. It's been an experience. And whether you like it or not, whether you have had a real rough journey, rough ride, it was still an experience that you can use going forward, right? And that's what it's all about, right? So to me, you know what? Sometimes you'll think and say, wouldn't you rather have done something different? No, because you know what? If I sit back here right now and look back from my very first job, which, I was really young, working in a warehouse, unloading skids, debulking skids basically. And to today, I learned so much. I've done so many things, so much knowledge and skills have come into my hands that I could almost do almost anything I want. I have choices, right? If you live in life in regret, well, I regret, I wish I'd never have done that. I wish I would have done this. You know what? You're never going to go forward. You're going to be stuck into the past, and you're going to miss out those amazing opportunities that are in front of you. Because some of you may have heard this, some not. About 20, 25 years ago, I came up with this analogy where I was driving, and as I was driving along, I was focusing on the rearview mirror because there was somebody who was tailing me too close, and I missed my exit of where I was supposed to go. And it just hit me when, every day I used to do a motivational speech to my employees before we started the day. And it came to me right away off the bat, it just hit me, where if you're so focused on the past, a rear view mirror is a vision or a view of your past, your journey, things you have done in the past. The windshield in front of you is a much bigger window, and that's the window of opportunity, where you're heading, what's in front of you to make choices, right? So if you're so focused onto your past and everything that's happened to what you did, you're so fixated on that, you're going to miss your exit every single time. And your exit really is your journey, your destination, the opportunity that's in front of you, right? And it hit me that was such a perfect analogy, because many people are stuck into the past where they're thinking regrets and thinking, maybe I should have made a left turn instead of a right turn, or maybe I should have gone straight. Thinking about too many different options, or should have done a U-turn and start over again. Whatever. That's you're too fixated on that. No, look at the opportunity that's in front of you. So if you look at that analogy, the mirror is very small, the windshield is massive, because the opportunity in front of you is so huge, right? That's right. Absolutely, right? Your future is your choice. It's all depends on what you want to focus on. So if you want to spend the rest of your life focusing on all the terrible things that may have happened to you, all the bad choices you ever done, all that, guess what the universe is going to do? It's going to give you more of that, because you're fixated. You think about it. You dream about it. You feel about it. When you meet up with friends, you talk about it. How many of you know somebody that every time you hook up with them, or you meet up for coffee or whatever, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is a negative situation that happened to them? I want to hear it. Let me know. How many of you have a friend or a family member, or somebody that when you meet, you say, hey, how's it going? Boom, 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 on all the negative things that have happened to them that day or that week. How many of you? I would love to hear. Because I know a few people like that. And I turn around and it's like, come on, stop it, right? Right? So that, and what happens to that person? You'll notice that nothing really positive happens, because that's all they're fixated on. You talk about something, and say, you know what, and this is kind of, situation as well. Oh, yesterday, I was doing something and I can't believe how I cut myself. The other person, oh, that's nothing. You should see the gash that I had. Why is it always a competition about who's had a worse life? If anything, it should be a competition of who's had a better life. Oh, I've done this, it was amazing. Oh yeah, I've done this, it's amazing. It should be more about, and it shouldn't be a competition, because what is great in your life, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the same for somebody else. We all live different lives. We all have different ways of doing things. We all have different taste buds, right? You may like pizza and I don't like pizza. You're probably wondering, as an Italian, I should love pizza. I'm not really crazy about pizza, right? That doesn't make me good or bad. It's just my taste buds don't really care about for it, right? Whatever the case may be. Some people like fish, some people don't like fish. Some people are vegetarians, some people are not vegetarians. Some people are vegan, some are not. It doesn't really matter. Really, at the end of the day, that should never have to matter where your journey is going to be or what you do in life. And that's what it goes with all the choices you do in life, right? That's right. That is right, Donna. You are the author of your story. So if you can't write your story in your future, how it's going to be, each year is a chapter in your life, right? So you can write as many chapters as you want. It's up to you as the author of what that story is going to sound like and where it's going to head to, right? It's up to you. It's not anybody else's story. I'm not going to be the author of your story. You are the author of your story, right? And that's what it comes down to, is so many people rely on other people to make them successful, to do the things they love. You shouldn't rely on other people. It's your choice. What is it you want to do? What's your accomplishments? What's your goal? Where do you want to head to? Where do you stand? Where have you been? These are the things you have to look at. Hey, Linda, right? It's important because yes, you can start. How does this connect with having an online business? It absolutely does connect, because having an online business is not just starting an online business and selling a digital product, making a video talking about, hey, I got a great product, it's it's called this, and it does this, that, blah, blah, blah. But really, what it comes down to is that how is it going to change somebody's life? How is it going to help somebody? That's what your business is all about. Yes, you have a digital product. Okay, it's great. Okay, so what's in it for me? How is it going to change my life if I start off that product, that program? Or if I download that ebook, or if I, whatever. How is it going to make that person's life better? That's where your goal's got to be. It shouldn't have to be about, your way or no way, right? Everybody's got a different story. So when somebody reaches out to me to, for help and say, you know what, can you look at my TikTok page? I'm not sure if it's optimized, if it's working properly, or even my videos. What do you think of my videos? Well, my first question is, what is your goal? What is it you're trying to achieve? Where is it you want to go, right? Tell me who you are. What's your storyline? Where you've been? Now, as an outsider, I'm going to look at your page and have a look and say, well, that doesn't really speak to who you are or where you've been. That actually, I think you're trying to be somebody else, right? That's right. It applies to almost any kind of business or anything you do in life. Is you got to know your story better than anybody else. Yeah, you know what? To me, when you look at it, don't sell the program. Don't sell anything. What you need to do is talk about the value. Talk about what is that program going to do for you. So you got Legacy Builders Program. It's a blueprint for teaching you how to build your own products, your own program, so you can start a business. So talk about the program and what it's going to do for you. Master Online Profits Program, MOP. What is the program? Don't sell it. Talk about how is it going to help, the solutions, the value, the strategies, and how it's going to make a difference. That's what people want to know. What's in it for me? How is that going to help me? Right? Why do I need that? That's what I need to know. Because if you're sitting there and what is everybody doing? Selling. Whatever the program is, they're selling it. I'm going to tell you a little story about, and this is a jewelry commercial. I don't know if many of you have seen this before, but this lady goes into a jewelry store, and the owner of the jewelry store behind the counter had a display of this necklace. And the lady asks, "Oh wow, that's an amazing necklace. How is that? How much is that?" And the lady goes, "I'm sorry, but it's not for sale." "Well, what do you mean?" "Well, this has been in my family for so many years, and you know what? It really means a lot. I just keep it as part of my display, but it's not for sale." And she goes, "Do you mind if I look at it?" "Absolutely." Took it out of the display, gave it to her, and she goes, and she was offering all kinds of money. And she goes, "No, I'm sorry, but it's not for sale." And I think in the end, and I could be wrong in the amount, I think she ended up paying, she goes, "I'll give you $5,000. I truly want this. It is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this before." And she goes, "Okay, but you know what? It's going to be hard for me, but you know what? It really sounds like you truly are going to be somebody who's going to look after this. And it's not just a piece of jewelry, but something very, very..." "Yes, absolutely." So they made the transaction. The lady bought it because she wanted it, because it was something. She wasn't selling it. She was just telling the story. There's more to it. Telling the story about that necklace. As soon as the lady leaves the store and leaves out there, the owner pulls a drawer, and she had a drawer full of those necklaces. Took another one out and put it on the display. Right? So the moral of the story is, she didn't talk about how much it was. She just talked about how valuable it was, and the feeling it gave her, knowing that that's been a family jewelry or necklace that's been down through the generations. And that's all she was talking about, right? Oh, thank you, Donna. I really appreciate you being here. If you're not following me already, follow, like, and share. And yes, I'm here every day. Tomorrow, Christmas Day, I might not be able to do one. It's family time and all that. If I do, I do. I don't. But definitely Thursday and Friday, I'll be back on track with doing my lives at 10 o'clock in the morning every single day, Monday to Friday. That's Eastern Standard Time. Wish you and your family happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a healthy and prosperous new year to come with a lot of success. And that goes the same to everybody that's here watching my live. I said I was going to be here only for 30 minutes. I'm already an hour and 48 minutes. I maybe stick around a few more minutes if anybody wants to ask anything. But again, don't miss out on the opportunities that are in front of you. Don't miss out on the beautiful things that we have been given in life and choices to do, make our lives better. Focus on the positives. Don't focus on the negatives. Make a promise to yourself that going forward, you're going to be a positive thinker, and you're not going to focus on the negativity. Even as much as when you turn on the TV and there's the news, don't listen to it, because all the news is talking about is the negativity that's in the world, never talking about the positivities. I'd rather watch a sitcom, a comedy show that's probably a rerun hundreds of times, and it's, you've seen it 20 times, but you know what? It's positive and laughter. That's what you need. Thank you so much, Linz. I really appreciate it. Wishing the same right back to you and your family. You know what? Life is beautiful. You just gotta learn to know how to nurture it and be blessed about it and live it. That's what it's all about, right? That's what's been given to us. No matter what your beliefs are, that life means the same thing to everybody, right? And it should be the same thing to everybody. So on that note, guys, yes, thank you so much. Have a blessed Christmas and family time together, whatever, or Hanukkah. I'm not sure who's celebrating what, but at the same time, happy holidays to all. And as a Christian, I'm going to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and enjoy your time with your family. Be positive, be positive, be positive, and let's stay in touch.